Hi everybody, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and we're back to do another weekly challenge in the hashtag 50 stack challenge that was created by Amy at Crafty Cat. And for those of you not familiar, she has videos on Monday where she goes in and she draws out one prompt for 2 different guest checks on Mondays, and then you use that one prompt per guest check to decorate a guest check or a similar piece of ephemera in that, roundabout size, because she said she realized after she started the guest checks that some people don't have access to those. So you are welcome to use envelopes or just cardstock or, whatever you have that's in the, approximate size of a guest check. And like I said, she does one prompt per guest check, and she does 2 guest checks each week. So each Monday you'll get 2 prompts. And for this week, she drew out a doily and torn paper strips. So I'm just going to jot those down here so that when I look at my book, when I'm old and grayer than I am now, I can look back and see what each of the weeks were. I chose to put mine in a book. She is making hers for ephemera for future journals. So you can do, whatever you want with them. I just wanted to do mine so that I could keep it in a book just for me. And so when I'm doing mine, they are somewhat going to together as a kind of a theme, but you do not have to do that by any means. This one can be completely different, than the other one. So these are the previous ones that I have done, and this was last week. We went on a Christmas theme, and so I'm going to do this week's, and then after they dry, they will go in here, and they will all go in here, and I'm hoping they're going to fit. I might have to extend the spine a little bit by the time we're done, but we'll see how that goes. So the first one is a doily, and since I am filming this on Tuesday, and it is the day we get to exercise our democratic right to go and vote, and it's almost Veterans Day, I'm going to go with kind of a patriotic theme for mine today. So I'm going to ink up my check real quick, and we'll do the doily one first. I'm just going to go around the edges, and I'm using walnut stain. Okay, and then I have this old receipt out of an old receipt book, and you can see that it has a beautiful color to it. And so I'm going to kind of use that on my background as well, just because it's got the red and the kind of aged look to it. And so it gets my red, white, and blue, started off in a good place. I'm going to let it hang over the edge. That doesn't bother me. But if you were going to do something similar, you, of course, could trim it off. We'll use glue stick for that. So how is everybody today? Like I said, I'm filming this on Tuesday, Election Day. So I hope everybody got out and cast their ballot for whomever they think can get our country back to where it needs to be. Because Lord knows it's been a bit strange for the last few years. I think about some of these other countries, you know, that don't have the things that we do, and they don't have the democratic society we do, and it just makes you appreciate what we do have here a little bit more. Okay, and so then I'm going to take this doily, and this is just a coffee dyed doily, and it came from Baker Creations, I believe. It was one of the ones she just, you know, included in paper that I bought from her. And then I have another one that I'm going to kind of make a pocket out of. So these are just little pieces that have little scrolly parts cut out, but I thought they looked kind of like a doily, and I want to get this color in there. So I'm going to just kind of somehow put these so that they're hanging out around the edges. Kind of like that. I'm going to use art glitter glue for that. Just wanted a little bit of this blue kind of sticking out, because I'm going to double this over so that I can make a pocket out of it and it be a little stronger than just a single layer. So put that in there, and then I'm going to fold it in half. Wish I'd have got that one a little bit. That will never happen again in a million years, that I can actually pull something up that's got art glitter glue on it. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to glue that all together. And that's just going to give me a little stronger pocket. If that makes any sense. And then I have this piece that I just cut with a punch. It's just a scalloped edge piece, and I think it's 2-inch. And I'm going to wrap it around there, and once again, that's going to give me just a little bit more strength, and I'm going to do that as a pocket as well. Okay, so that's what we have. I'm gonna do just one little scoop on each side of these, because all I have to go in there is this little ticket, which is from the Digital Collage Club. So I'm going to ink that. Kind of age that up a little bit so that that will stick kind of in there like that. All right. Now, I can figure out where I want this to be and this to be. And then I have this card, which is also believe from the Digital Collage Club, and it is like a Veterans Day or Memorial Day little image. And that is going to stick in there, like so. And then I have this cute little button I'm going to put right there. Yep. Okay, so let's glue this doily down. Made a big quab. I'm going to wrap it. Thing about gluing down these doilies is it seeps right through it because it's so thin. So this one I will glue here. With my art glitter glue. Stick my little ticket in there. And I'm going to, do I want that one or do I want this one? Actually, I think I want the blue one. I'll use the red one on the other side. That's probably not going to stick with that. Let's use this. Okay, and then I'm going to put a piece of this doily, which is a crochet doily. On the top of here, like a little topper. With another little button. And then that will slide in here. Like that. May have to glue that a little bit further over, but we'll see when it all dries. Okay, so that is that one, and I'm thinking that I may want something to go down here, but I don't know what that would be at the moment. So we're going to move over to the other one, and then maybe something will come to me as we're doing it. All right, so the other one is paper strips, and so I want to do kind of the same concept on this one. Except I want it to be on the other side. So for this one, because it's torn paper strips, I'm going to tear this a little bit. Oops, maybe I am. Okay. So that's gonna go there. I'm going to have to wash my desk when I get through with this. There's glue everywhere. All right. And then I cut out not even a whole circle, because I'm only going to use half of it anyway. This is just cut out of a piece of packaging that I saved from the trash. So my idea is to kind of mirror what I have on this side, but instead of the doilies making the circle, we're going to cover this with paper strips. So I went through all of my patriotic paper strips and tore paper strips of, you know, that were red, white, and blue out of my stash. And we're just gonna put them on here. We'll just kind of mix different ones together and see what we come up with. there's our circle covered. So let's cut around that, because cutting circles is my strong suit, not. It is a little bit easier though when your substrate's kind of pretty thick cardboard. Works a lot better than if you're just trying to cut paper. Because you kind of have that edge to go around. You could put down a bunch of strips on a piece of paper and then die cut it too. Alright, so now let's ink that. Alright, so then we're going to figure out placement-wise about where we want this. We're going to lose some of that I just did, but that's okay. Alright, let's do... kind of figure out where I want it cut. I'll go ahead and cut it, I think. Okay, so when I glue this, I'm only going to glue here and just a little bit out because it's going to be my tuck. Okay, and then for this one, I have this little Veterans Day card. To go behind there. And then I have this little tag. That will probably... Tell you what I think I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to make... maybe like a little diagonal to tuck that in. Or do I want to do, I may do another scalloped piece and put there. That would probably look better. And then I've got this little ticket. Oh, I could. That's what I'll do. I'll glue strips and then cut it out with the scallop thing, and then we'll have even more strips. I'll use this. All right, so what haven't we used? We haven't used this one. I'm going to use art glitter glue so that'll give me less trouble when I go to cut my scallop piece out than if I were to use the glue stick and it still be wet. All right, and let's use this blue. And this one. And this one. I have some stars, but it's not very long. Can do it like that. I was going to put it up there, and I was like, you're just going to cut a scallop out. It's not going to show up there. I may put a piece of that on that one. All right, and then maybe this one. I wouldn't have to do, I could just do a, let's see what it looks like if I just do a, is that going to be wide enough? Probably not. Yeah, it's going to have to be a tuck. All right, let's do that. Let's glue this on. Here. Like that. I need to glue this edge. Put this in here. Isn't that interesting where I cut out off that circle? That's an interesting piece to keep for something. And then just do a regular scallop piece. If I can figure out what I did with my punch. Hold what you got, just a second. Okay. So I think we need a red. Even though I've got a red button. I don't think that piece is wide enough. It is not. So I'm just going to fold this in half. And then I'm going to glue the back half on and wrap it around and glue just up the sides just a little bit so that I have enough room to stick that ticket down in there. And stick my ticket down in there. I'm going to use another little piece of the doily to put at the top. Yep, I'm going to staple it first and then glue my button on. Not my shirt. There will be no shirt stapling today. And put a little clamp on that button. For a minute. And I'll put all those scraps back in my patriotic project folder to be used at a later date. And I do think I like the idea of this down here. somehow. Maybe like that. Oh, everything's sticking to my fingers. All right. I believe that's got it. And I will have to ink around the whole outside of that, but you obviously have seen me do that a million times. So you don't need to watch that again. And I'll probably get a little piece of string to put in that hole. Let's see, I don't know if I can get this in there or not. Just something real grungy, kinda. This is kind of just like a little scrappy, stringy piece of bloom light taking. Okay, there we go. So on this side we have our doily. And on this side we have our torn paper that we made our little pocket out of, and 2 little pockets actually. We've got this pocket here with a little tag in it, and then we've got this little tuck. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and go check out Amy's channel. I believe she has all of her videos in a playlist over there, so you can see all the ones that she has done so far in this challenge. And there is no time limit for this. You know, she says you can start anytime. So even if you haven't started yet and you want to see what it's all about and make some guest checks, I say go for it. It's a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing the prompts every week and trying to figure out what I'm going to come up with to make. So until Thursday when we're back for I Saw It on Pinterest, I hope everybody continues to have a good week, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.